My series are good, but they'll never be as good as the fairy tales from 1001 Nights. The entire collection of stories is framed around Scheherazade, a woman sentenced to her death but survives by telling stories. Each night she spins a new tale so gripping that the king has no choice but to let her live one more day just to see what happens next. Scheherazade's survival depends on never letting the story feel complete, by always posing a new question, by always offering intrigue so that the king just wants to hear that next chapter, which brings me to the 7th law of storytelling. Stories can only survive if they keep the audience's attention. As storytellers, we must pose a question, we must answer that question, and we must ask a new question. But understand that while this is happening on a macro level of our story, it's also happening on a micro level of our story, in each scene, chapter, and page. It's this constant cycle of curiosity and resolution that keeps our audiences locked in. That said, just asking questions and answering them isn't storytelling, that's teaching. William Goldman once said the key to all storytelling is to give the audience what they want, just not the way they expect. Practically, this means structuring your stories with questions that demand answers while ensuring that each answer sparks a new question. Here's how. Number 1, start with intrigue. Open your story or scene with something unresolved. It could be a question, why is this person running? It could be an emotional hook, why should I care? Or it could be a conflict, how will they escape? Number 2, answer, but not completely. Give your audience enough to feel satisfied, but not enough where they stop wondering. If a character finds a clue, it should lead to another level of the mystery. If they win a battle, it's time to introduce the next obstacle. Number 3, withhold just enough. Resist the urge to over-explain. Let the audience fill in the blanks for themselves. Number 4, use scene-level cliffhangers. Every chapter, scene, or major story beat should leave something unresolved. If the story feels complete before the story is actually over, you've lost your audience. And number 5, build emotional investment. If the audience doesn't care, they won't stay. The best stories don't just make us wonder what happens next, they make us care why it matters. In short, you need to feed the audience just enough so they stay hungry, always wondering what happens next, which is why